So let's try to solve this problem. +1. LeetCode number 66 problem. Please scroll through the problem statement, but it's say we have a digit set when define something like 1 2 3. You have to simply add a +1. So the value, and we have to return array. Okay, after 1 to 3 this would become a +1. So 1 to 4, in the same way, if we have a 4 3 2 plus 2 1, this would become 4 4 3 2 2. Okay, the main challenge comes when we have a 9 plus 1, it would become 10. In the same way, I think when we have a 9 comma 9, a 99, this would become 100. So we have to simply add a +1. So now let's try to solve this problem. So always go with the optimistic approach. Now first go with the simplest thing. Problem statement number 1, we have output of 1 to 4. So we can we can go with the multiple approaches. I think simplest would be to iterate in the reverse order and update the last value, last digit to +1. Okay, now let's go with that approach and see. For loop in the reverse order. Okay, we will use I as an index. Okay, and in the reverse order, the digit I would be initially would be 3, right? So we have to simply update its value to +1. So simply we can do digits ith element to be incremented simply by 1. Now the array would be like 1 to 4. Okay, this after adding +1, it would become something like this, 1 to 4. This is our expected result. So we have to actually return a digits in the end. So if we don't break out of the loop, what it does, it increment each value, and the output would become 4 2 3 4. That would be wrong. So we have to break out of the loop. Okay, hopefully you get this one, and this would work for this case. Now let's try with this one, 4 3 2 1. If we have a 4 3 2 1, so it will increment the last value, and the digit would become same, 4 3 2 2. Okay, now let's check with the last statement, 9. But if we have a 9 comma 9 kind of thing, the expected output would be 100. Okay, this won't work for that case, because if we try to increment the last value, this would become a 0, and then again 0 comma 0. This is what we get after the whole iteration. No, we have a break statement, so output will be 90. Okay, so this would be the wrong output. So what we can do for the 9th element, we can check if digit ith element is equals to 9, then uh, we have to maintain some kind of carry statement. So initially take a carry statement. If value is equals to 9, we can simply increment it by 1. Carry would become 1. And do we need to break the statement? No, because there could be multiple 9 9 9 kind of thing. We can't just break out of the loop. We have to iterate through each statement, and we have to do digits ith element +1 the same way. So now what it does, after each iteration, the output would be 0 0 0. Okay, and we have to do, if the value is not 9, so we can do digits I +1. Okay, if we have a this kind of thing, so initially first this one run and carry is 1, and digit ith is equal to +1. So using this we get 0 0, and in the end this statement would run, and our value would become 3 comma 0 0, 300. This would be the expected result. But if we have a 9 comma 9, we get 0 comma 0. So we have to utilize a carry thing. In the end, check if carry is equals to 1, we can append the value initially with 1. So yeah, this would work fine. Now in the end, what it does, this would run, and the our output would become 1 comma 0 comma 0. So let's check that space complexity. We are not taking any array or storing somewhere else. We are just taking up a carry value. So the space complexity would be of 1, and time complexity would be maximum. It can go O of n during when we have a 9 comma 9 count of them. Okay, if we don't 1 comma, then it would run 2 times. So max space complexity would be O of n. So now check for the flow diagram as well, and let's see, try to understand this as well. So initially we took a carry, uh, and then iterate in the reverse order, add carry to the current digit. The statement we are doing is adding simply plus 1. If value would become a 10, we have to add a carry to 1. We have to update the carry statement to 1 and continue the loop. If it's not 9, then we have to just simply update the carry to 0 and end the loop. And in the end, what we are doing, we are checking up if the carry statement, if the carry value is 1, we have to prepend initially the append digit with the 1. And in the end, we are just returning the statement. Now let's try to code it and see if it's work or not. At carry equals to 0, and then we can iterate in the reverse order, digits dot length minus 1 I greater than equals to 0 I minus minus, and in the end we can simply return digits. Okay, now check for the value. If digits ith element is equals to 9, we have to do something else. Okay, if value is 9, we can increment the carrier element to 1. Okay, and after each step we simply have to increment plus 1. In the else statement, what we were doing, we have to break out of the loop. So if we break out of the loop, then this won't work. So we have to do it after each step. Okay, we have to, the carry would must be 0 here. Okay, and after the for loop, what we were doing, we have to check if carry is equal to 1, then we have to append 1 initial digits dot unship is, we can utilize unship in JavaScript. Let's try it. If it's okay, 1 comma 1 comma 0, digits ith element is 9, we can just do it, digits ith element is equals to 0. Okay, instead of appending plus 1, because 9 after 9 plus 1 this would become a 10, so we have to do it 9 I plus 9, the last element to be 0. Now let's give it a try. Okay, 3 cases are working perfectly. Let's check for other cases as well. Oh, perfect. So this is working. Yeah, hopefully you get it. Let's try it by yourself as well. Have a great day.